Hey fam, I'm back and I want to share another piece with you. I didn't record it this like 50 times for some reason. I don't think somebody wants me to record this. My phone stopped, it got too hot. Anyway, let me get back to the piece before something happens. So this piece is called My Letter to God. And I wrote it on April 5th because I was so angry on April 5th. April 4th marked the 50th anniversary of Dr. Martin Luther King's assassination. On this same day in 2018, a black male that was mentally ill was assassinated in New York. I call it assassination because he was shot by a cop. He had harmed no one, nor did he have a weapon. They didn't find a weapon. So that's assassination, because why is he dead? Oh, frustrates me to no end. I am the sister of a brother who has Down syndrome. That's a mental illness. And I think about my brother, like there's things that he knows better, and then some things he just doesn't, and he's innocent. And I'm not saying whether you are mentally sound or mentally ill, wrong is wrong, right? So if my brother were to do something wrong, then yes, he should be chastised or punished or whatever, although he is a grown man. But his mindset is like a kid's. But however, he should not be placed, or the same punishment should not apply to him. He should not be placed in a jail with hardcore criminals. Like, we haven't found a place in society yet where we put the mental illness when they have committed a crime or did something wrong. Their life shouldn't, this guy, mentally ill, he should not be dead. He should not be dead. Even if he was mentally sound, he shouldn't be dead because there was no weapon and no one was harmed. So who was he a danger to? Anyway, so this piece talks about so many things. I tried to put all my feelings in this poem because I was so frustrated. Jesus, he was completely innocent and he was crucified. And I feel like that's what is happening with a lot of our males. Some of them do commit crimes, so they should do some time, but they should not be dead. And then with this whole race thing, 50 years later, and we're still fighting because of the color of the skin that we're in, it bothers me to... Anyway, so I talk about that, and well, I'm going to do the poem before something happens with my phone and I can't do it again. So again, the piece is called Letter to God. If I did the extended letter to God on why death by cops, but letter to God. May the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be pleasing in your sight. With no further ado, my letter to God. God, I am so angry. Please calm my nerve. As these cops continue to kill and all we can do is observe, I thought he had a gun, is usually the reply. While with that line, cops keep getting by, they get to go home to their family, friends, and loved ones, while the victim family mourns over another life taken by the policemen and their guns. 50 years later, after Martin Luther King and in broad daylight, they still assassinate. God help me, show me where the love is, because I still see so much hate. Why we hate it so much? Because of the color of our skin. And God, I've always been comfortable with the skin I'm in. However, I have to remind my son before he gets into a car, because I have to say to my son, be careful. No matter where you are, you were born a black male in America, and unfortunately that alone is a crime. And although you can be murdered by cops, they may not even do any time. So if you get pulled over, son, Damari, please put your phone on record and hold your hands up high. Make sure there isn't anything in your hand that they can falsely identify. God, I know your son was innocent, and him they crucified. They mistreated him, beat him, and then he died. Teach me, God, how to deal with being hated. And for us, because of the color of our skin, teach me not to become evil and wicked like them and let love win. Teach me how in my anger not to sin. I know I will see injustices on a daily basis. Help me to keep the good fight no matter what the case is. God, please remind me in times like this to represent you, knowing that is not what my flesh really wants to do. Teach me to be strong when I want to curse and fight. Remind me that two wrongs don't make you even, doesn't even make you right. God, please take care of the families of the victims that are laid to rest. Remind them above all of your favor, your love, and your kindness. God, help them with the bitterness and the unfairness that they may feel. God, tell them, show them that your love is definitely real. And God, I can't forget the mentally ill that may not know any better. I have to send up a special prayer in this letter. God, please protect their innocence and help them know the difference between right from wrong. Help us not to place them in a grave or a hardcore jail system where they don't belong. God, help the world to find a remedy. God, I know your word says that love is the key. Help us to live more loving and peacefully. And thank you, God, for reminding me that my part starts with me.